Hello, good morning. Welcome to Claret and Booze Daily. My name is John, aka Virgil, and here we have another daily show where I'm going to talk about some news items and some brief topics. One of the topics I'm going to talk about today is the ongoing saga with Jesse Lingard and his potential move away from Old Trafford. Where that will be, nobody will know. Secondly, I'm going to talk about the Frankfurt game and a couple of injuries to some key members of the Frankfurt team that may well help West Ham's hopes. And lastly, I'm going to talk about a player being linked with a move to Old Trafford via the incoming manager Ten Hag's instructions. So, Jesse Lingard, as we know, this guy, 29-year-old Jesse Lingard, had a fantastic impact on the club when he arrived a couple of seasons ago. He really lit up what was a terrible time for us in terms of football, COVID, not being at the ground. But he really took the ball by the horns and he put in some miraculous performances, scoring goals, creating goals, and was just an all-round great guy, looked like a great character. So it was with no surprise then that in the January transfer window just gone, we was heavily linked with a move for Jesse Lingard, as were Newcastle, who, as we know, at that time were taken over by some Saudi people. At the time, we remember some information being leaked from his brother Louis Scott via social media, who said that West Ham fans were saying that Jesse Lingard wouldn't get in the team anyway. Louis Scott, Jesse Lingard's brother, is at it again. Now, Manchester United hosted Brentford at Old Trafford at the weekend, and amongst others, Jesse Lingard, Juan Mata, Nemanja Matic, were three players who we know are definitely leaving Old Trafford in the summer. Juan Mata and Nemanja Matic were named in the starting 11 and they were able to bid a fond farewell to the Old Trafford faithful. However, Jesse Lingard was an unused sub and his brother, Louis Scott, took to social media again to post the following message. 20 years of blood, sweat and tears, 4 domestic trophies, 3 cup final goals, not even a farewell. No wonder it's Conference League next year. Class of 92, Busby Babes, you're run by people who don't even know the offside trap. Now, whilst a lot of Manchester United fans, if not all, are not happy with the owners of Manchester United, the American family there, the Glazers, it would also appear that Louis Scott is stating the obvious. However, it would also appear to me that Louis Scott has got far too much to say in regards to his brother. What he needs to do is he needs to take a step back. He needs to stop getting involved. I understand his family, but he really does need to stop getting involved because at the end of the day, what he's doing is he's creating a problem for his brother. His brother, to me, looks like a player who gives it his all. He loves football and he wants to play the game. But it would seem that Louis Scott, his brother, is interfering too much. Now, for me, it does make me ask the question, would we want Jesse Lingard at the club if it means that his brother's going to be hanging around? He's been linked heavily with Newcastle. In fact, a lot of the Newcastle fan websites and papers have suggested that he will definitely be signing for Newcastle in the summer. He favours moving to Newcastle because it's up north, it's closer to home, and it's closer to his family, and also the attraction of working with Eddie Howe. Lingard's time at United is set to end when his contract expires. He's had a lack of first-team opportunities. What Lingard needs to do now is Lingard needs to make up his own mind. He needs to decide where he's going to go and make the decision based on footballing reasons. But we know money's going to come into it. Would you still want Lingard at West Ham? Would you be happy for him to come to West Ham with all the interference that seems to come from his brother Louis Scott? I'm not so sure anymore. The big debate was on TalkSport breakfast this morning, and Colton Cole, ex-West Ham striker Colton Cole, believes that Lingard was not good enough of a club legend to deserve a huge send-off. Colton Cole said he's a good player, Jesse Lingard, but Man United have had lots of top players in the past. And did they get a send-off? Is it different for academy boys? No. You're playing for Man United. They are one of the biggest clubs in the world. And that's right. They are one of the biggest clubs in the world, but they're currently in turmoil. I'm sick of the Lingard situation now. I'm sick of the rumours. I'm sick of the in-the-knows telling me he'll definitely be signing for West Ham United. I just want the saga to end. Let me know in the comments, would you still take Lingard And more importantly, would you still take the baggage that comes with him, namely his brother? The second thing I'm going to talk about today is, as we're only 36 hours away from the second leg in Frankfurt, West Ham looking to overcome a 2-1 deficit away to Eintracht Frankfurt. Can we do it? I think we can. And not only that, I've got some more information that may help us overcome this. Now, two of their influential players from the first leg, Danish attacking midfielder Jesper Lindström and their huge Austrian defender Martin Hinteregger, could possibly both miss the return leg in Frankfurt. Hinteregger is feeling unwell, is sick, and Lindström has a muscle/hamstring injury. Stefan Potter, a reporter who covers the German club, has confirmed that both the pair of the players mentioned are facing a race against time to be fit. Both of those players played at the London Stadium, and for me, Hinteregger was fantastic in defence. He kept Antonio very quiet, you know. Lindström was creative. He was forward thinking. And if any of these players are missing, it can only be of a benefit to West Ham. I'm looking forward to the second leg. I think we can do it anyway. But I think the news that they could possibly be missing two key players could encourage the team and could give us more optimism than we already had. We know they'll have some returning players who missed the first leg through suspensions. Ndicka, I think his name is, the French international, Ivan Ndicka. You know, he missed the first leg, so he'll be back. But I'm confident, and I really think we can overturn this 2-1 deficit. So, as much as I don't like to wish players to be injured, in this occasion, for the sake of my club, I'm looking forward to them being injured. Terrible, I know. Let me know what you think. What do you think the score will be? West Ham Frankfurt. Can we do it? Can we get through to this final? Let me know in the comments below. Lastly, as we know, many players are being linked with a move away from West Ham. The main one would be Declan Rice. And we know that he's been linked with Manchester United. We know that he's been linked with Manchester City, Liverpool, and all the top teams probably around Europe at one stage or another. Now, the incoming Erik ten Hag has apparently eyeing the transfer of West Ham ace Jarrod Bowen. Now, as we know, Jarrod Bowen has been a massive influence since he's come to the club 2 years ago. He's been one of the standout players in the Premier League this season. He scored 10 goals and he's got 8 assists for West Ham. Can we afford to let Bowen go? And will he go? I don't think he will. I mean, let's be honest. As I said with Rice last week, moving to Manchester United, it has a nice ring to it for players. But Man United are in turmoil. And as good as Ten Hag is, they need a huge overhaul. They will need a lot of players coming into that club. They have got a lot of players leaving, Pogba, Lingard, to name but a few. But for me, somebody like Bowen and Rice need to be kept. If Bowen was to leave, would you be happy? Would you rather Rice left? Which player could we afford to lose out of the two if you had to choose? And that is the question. If you had to choose, which player out of those two would be more of a loss or less of a loss? It's interesting because, as we know, Rice is a mercurial talent. However, Bowen has surprised many in the 2 years since he arrived from Hull. He's excelled beyond all belief, in my opinion. You know, I knew he was a good player, but he's gone up a level, if not more. We know what Rice can offer. Ten Hag, you can come in for Rice, you can come in for Bowen, but they're not going to move to Old Trafford. Manchester United aren't the force they used to be. They may have the history, they may have the name, but they are a club in turmoil. Okay, that concludes my little daily show for today. Now, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you like the daily shows that we do, if you like what we do here at Claret and Booze, please don't hesitate. Leave any comments you want in regards to the video. You can like, you can subscribe to the channel, and if you hit the bell notification, then you will get all notifications of any upcoming shows as and when they go live. Once again, thanks for watching. Let's get behind the boys for Thursday, and come on, you ones. Let's get through to Seville. Take care.